You can get money RPing as a cat girl, though. I'm just going to go in for the bit, right? I don't need an MMO to do that. I can RP as a cat girl like right now in a members only stream, and I'll make probably more money doing that. Well, now I know what I'm going to do for my next members only stream. Yeah. Yeah. Okarinasai, go Shijin-sama. I should not have said that. Can I get a Moe Moe Kyun for my Vesper breakfast burrito? Okay, all right, hold on. Moe Moe Kyun? Okay, there you go. All right, there you go.
I'm preemptively bringing this onto the table. When it's time, I will call Gavis Bettel to the stand and Bonzuin Haka, or however you say it. Because why the heck do we have so many purple dudes? And let me tell you, we're obviously in like a Discord server, right? And our names are color coded, which obviously. And my name has been purple. And when we added 2 more purple people, my color name was changed to this ungodly color that was illegible. And I had to fight to get my color changed so it didn't hurt my eyes every time I read it. Why can't we get some more colors in here? Why can't we have a green Tempus member? Green's a nice color. It's the color of nature and money, the 2 best things in the world. I think if I ever collab with them, I'm gonna force them to put a chroma filter on them to change them to green. And listen, Gavis Bettel, if he was green, he would look like the Onceler. And that is fucking hilarious to me. And I think that Gavis Bettel should have been green. And I'm going to stand by this.
The color purple. I know Magni's not a big fan of everybody being purple, but if I had my way, everything would be purple. At one point, my bed sheets would be purple. I mean, the walls would be purple. The sky should be purple. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. That's how I would, that's a perfect world for me. If it's purple, it goes up by like a letter grade.
Hey, baby.
I want to borrow him one day.
You want to what?
Borrow him.
You don't.
I don't think you can do that.
Borrow.
Borrow.
Dude,
Borrow.
I thought you said something else.
I was very
I would
surprised.
never do that to him, or whatever that means.
Listen, I'm staying away from Haka.
I don't want to borrow him.
Stop saying the word.
Oh, and he's gone. You see what you do when you do that?
Scared him away.
I am never going to say your name shorter. I'm going to say Machina X Flayon every single time. And if I forget, it's because I forgot. But I'm going to make a conscious effort to say Machina X Flayon every single time. I don't care how much of a break it puts into the conversation, how much of a speed bump it is. Like, I don't care. Because you don't get to be named Machina X Flayon and just be called like Flay. You know what I mean? You're Machina X Flayon.
Magni, I know what you said about me. It's cool. It's cool, okay? Okay, Flay, yeah, whatever. It's just a short name for people if they don't want to use the full thing. But you're like, no, you gotta say Machina X Flayon. You can do it without making fun of me.
¡A huevo, cabrones! Pensaron que era clickbait. Hola. Sí pasó, sí sucedió. Y aquí está este hermoso y guapetón. ¿Cómo les va a todos? Estamos aquí preparados para darle algo de sazón latino a esta vaina. ¿Qué les parece? ¿Cómo les quedó el ojo? Hello? Hey, Yago, how's it going? Hey, glad to hear that. Listen, I'm kind of like in the middle of something here. Oh, it's about that. What do you mean I can't make my debut in Spanish? I don't know about that moment. Okay, don't yell at me. I know. I'm just gonna hang up. You go and rest up a little bit, okay? Oh, Jesus. Fine. I'm coming. Oh my God, 1 second. Who could it be there? Oh my God, Yago-san! Yago!
You can't escape from me by hanging up the phone program.
Nope.
You are in
Okay, I'm funny in Spanish. I'm funny in Spanish.
Use English for debut.
I'm funny in Spanish, and I'll do what I want, because I am the great exorcist of Fossil. I guys still do it? I'll do what you tell me, okay? Just don't hurt my family. They're little eggs, okay? Please don't slam the door when you go up.
What's a Nechan? What's a Nichan? Does that mean older? Is that mom, little sister, or older sister? It's one of those, right? Older sister? Nechan. I think this is a cultural... Hold on a goddamn minute. It's a cultural thing because here we have stepbro and stepsis, right? And milfs and dilfs. But like in anime culture, like they have Nechans, which is like an older sister, you know? It's not necessarily a MILF, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm right? It's like a cultural difference. The tropes are different because like all Nechans, you know, but where I'm at, if we're talking, no one's searching up like older sister. You know what I mean? No, let me cook. I'm not wrong. Think about that, right? Because it's like, oh, Nechans. Oh, yeah, Nechans take care of you, whatever. But like, you never hear anyone being like, oh, yeah, that older sister kind of, you know, you hear a lot of like MILFs and, you know, and I don't think anyone is really into like stepbro, stepsis. That's kind of like a joke, right? What?
Greetings.
You know what? Hey, is this your wife and daughter in here?
Ours is a decent village. Stay away from me and my family. Viper-eyed Hellraiser.
Wait, I could just like loot?
Go!
Do my actions have consequences? Well, listen, it's not my fault. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. They dislike witchers and they're giving me attitude. So then I'm inclined to like give them a bad time. And then they're like, of course, but it's their own fault. Because maybe if they were like, oh, Witcher, nice, thanks for protecting us, then I'd be like, okay. And that maybe not only would I leave them alone, but maybe I'd go kill like a... Actually, you know what? Good luck with that wolf. Man, if only there was a Witcher to come and help you, huh? Oh well. I'm off to do my evil Witcher stuff, huh? It's a shame.
I did very dumb things as a child. Started a fire in the bathroom apartment. I started an indoor fire as well too. We lit the carpet on fire. Oh my god, both of us got our shit punched in for that, and we deserved it too because it's like we could have like killed people. We could have killed our family. Like setting the carpet on fire. That was like not a good idea. Kids just want to have fun. It wasn't for fun. We were experimenting, ruining an apartment window screens. I've done that. By cutting it open with a knife. My brother and I got onto like the roof through the screen window by popping it out, and it destroyed the screen. And then because we were chasing after a cat, I'm not proud of this because I do think like as an adult, it's just leave animals alone. Like don't mess with them. But kids are dumb, right? And it was just like, oh, I want to catch the cat. If I catch it, it's mine, right? We wanted to like pet the cat. We wanted to like, that's my cat. So we got onto the roof to chase the cat, and the cat jumped onto the neighbor's roof. And my brother jumped after it, and he fell through the roof because that roof was like it's not a house. It's like, what was it? It was something. It was like it was like an annex, right? It wasn't like the roof and he fell through, and there was like a hole shaped like my brother when he fell through. And I remember I was on the roof and I started screaming. I need to make up a name for him. Jimmy. All right. Jimmy's dead. Jimmy's dead. I was like screaming on the roof, like Jimmy's dead, right? This wasn't like my parents' house. We were in the countryside hanging out with like my grand aunt. It wasn't my grandparents. It was like my grandparents' sister or something like that, right? And she was looking out after us for the summer. And I was like screaming that at the top of my lungs, like on the roof of her house. And then I remember she ran out. She ran out. And she was like, what? This is the only time that I heard my grand aunt curse, because she's very much like a sweet old lady, right? Could you imagine the sweetest grandmother you could imagine, and then imagine her saying like fuck, right? It was like the only time Jimmy Noir, right? The guy with the cowboy hat. My grand aunt came out and she said, what the fuck happened? I remember I was like, wow, she can curse, right? And then I was like, oh, Jimmy's dead. He fell through the roof on the neighbor. And then I saw my grand aunt like sprint down the lane. because you couldn't just like hop the fence. Like she's like, it was like a big like cinder block. She sprinted down the lane, and she's like an Olympic runner. And then like she rounded the corner, and I was like on the roof so I could see her. And then she sprinted back down like to the neighbors, like through the neighbor's courtyard, right? She was so freaking fast. Like I've never seen anyone run that fast, let alone like a 70-year-old lady. And then she's like banging on the neighbor's door, and she's like, ah! And then like I couldn't hear that. And then like they went into like the annex, the alcove, whatever it's called, and they got my brother out. My brother was fine. Like he fell onto something soft, and he wasn't even injured at all. I remember he wasn't even injured. He's just kind of like ruffled up, but like he didn't get hurt at all. And I remember my grandaunt like got us both in the courtyard, and she like sat us down on the steps, and she's like, from now on, unless there's a fucking body, don't you ever say that like one of you is dead ever again. Unless you see a body, don't you ever say that ever again. Ever, right? And then she got on one knee, and she started like praying, like that football player that everybody was roasting. She got on like one knee, and she started praying.
There's this one friend of mine. He's a very funny guy. He's a funny guy, right? But he like, we went hot pot once, right? This guy, right? I don't know. He likes to like, you know, he's like same age as, you know, me. He's like 24, but it's like, he wants to like show off, you know, Kyle. He always wants to like put on a show and show off to people. So we're in a hot pot and we're like cooking. And then we're like, man, you can't eat that shit. The meat's still raw, right? And then this idiot, right, is like, real man eat raw meat. And then he just grabs a fucking, like he didn't even dip it in the pot. He just grabbed the raw slice of beef. And then he just ate it. We're like, what? All of us just looks at him, and he's so confident, and we're like, yeah, man, you a real man. Eat that meat. Yeah, you tell us, man. And he just starts eating, and we're like, and then Brian is like, man, he gonna be talking to him, tapeworm suit in his head, and we're like, oh my freaking. So this same guy, okay, did he die? No, he's still alive and well. So this guy, right, when we went to a camp in high school, this was like when I was in year 8 or 9, right? So that's like when I was 14, 15, right? This man started attacking everyone in the cabin. I don't know why. We all know his bullshitting, right? Next morning, he wakes up and is like, oh man, I have a very bad sleepwalking habit or whatever. But we know he was like trying to pull some stupid shit, right? We're like, yeah, man. Yeah, you like a werewolf, man. You see the moon, you turn into a I don't know. He's a bit crazy with his fantasies, but yeah, he would like attack you and stuff. So like we were all trying to sleep, right? And then one of our friends, he started screaming in his bunk, and then we're like, yo, what's going on? Holy shit. And then another person just starts screaming. And then I feel someone like grab my leg, like just grab it. I was like, I just shut the fuck up, pretend I'm asleep, right? And so just grabs my leg and pulls me out of my bunk. And then he attacks me, dude. He doesn't like punch you or anything. He like hugs you and like tries to crush you, like strangles you and crush you. I don't know why he wants to do stuff like that. I don't know, no idea. But then next morning he wakes up and is like, man, dude, I don't know, man. Well, I felt weird last night, dude. I was sleepwalking and I was like, yeah, dude, yeah. And we were all just like, yo, he's like some, I don't know. He has like this weird like, you know, chunibyo like. Yeah.
Okay, for some reason, I should just stream MMOs, I guess, because someone clipped my MMO rant in Minecraft. And you guys have a lot of opinions on MMORPGs, turns out. There was a comment on this clip, and it struck. You know, the stuff that gets you, like, if there's a comment that's like, I fucking hate this guy, he's such a freaking fucking hate. Yeah, it's just, that's like, whatever. Like, I don't care. But it's the stuff that's said, like, without much malice, and it's just kind of like, whatever, that is like a little too close to home. That's the stuff that hurts, right? There's this comment, and it was like, I don't know the exact wording, but basically, this guy commented, and he said, why does this guy sound like he's always juggling a single starburst in his mouth while he talks? And that made me incredibly self-conscious. I gotta say, well, I do sound like I'm trying to, what did that guy say? Some guy commented, Magni sounds like he's trying to hide a starburst in his cheek when he talks. And that cut deep. That cut deep. Yeah, I always have like maybe a little more saliva than an extra person does in their mouth at any given time. Juggling a single starburst, yes.
Can you explain Flayon's Twitter post? Let me check. I haven't seen their Twitter posts. My name is Mocking X Flayon. I'm a certain amount of years old. I currently reside on the second floor of Tempus Guild Hall, where all the bedrooms are, and I'm not married. I work as a mecha pilot for the Tempus Guild and focus on getting home every day on sporadic times without fear. I don't smoke a drink, but I'll have strawberry milkshakes every now and then. My bedtime is 3 a.m., and I make it so I get an uneven amount of hours of sleep, and no matter his sleep time is not 3 o'clock in the morning. That guy stays up way too late. No matter what, after having a couple chugs of my energy packs and doing around 15 minutes of reading before bed, I usually have many problems sleeping until morning, just like a cutie. I wake up with a depleted battery and an empty brain. In the morning, surprisingly, I was told I have a minimal to no health issues at my last doctor's appointment. I'm trying to explain that I'm a person who is simply built different. I go out of my way to not bother myself with any obstacles such as winning or losing that would cause me to lose games at night. That is how I deal with society, and I know that is what brings me money. Although if I were to fight, I would not lose to anyone. Follow the new boys on Twitter. Subscribe to them on YouTube. Show them all the love that you possibly can.
See, I for one, like welcome our new puppet overlord. But I might be like the only member of Tempus that does. So I don't know how to feel. MagmO is a real threat for the depth. I do feel like Dez is kind of like a tough guy, but he wouldn't ever actually like hurt you, right? He's definitely like a greased pig in real life, but I feel like he's like the tough talker, but he wouldn't ever actually like kill you, right? But I feel like MagmO would. So he's kind of like the Green Goblin to Magni's like Norman Osborn, where he's like brilliant, but like still got the limit, right? He's still got his limits. So like MagmO is really just like the Green Goblin, which I think we need more of, right?